So dumb. He doesn't even have a shield on. Yo, what's going on, guys? So today, I actually have access to something that not a lot of people do. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I go live on Twitch sometimes, and on Twitch, I have a few people that watch me who are whales. Lots of free-to-play players too, lots of low spenders, but there are also people who spend a lot of money on the game who are just like interested in the content. You guys should check it out too. But there was one thing that we found on stream a while back, and it's kind of disgusting, so I want to show you guys that. So as you guys can see, is whale count. We do have C5 Zhongli, we have C6 Shenhe, C6 Yunjin, obviously, because you got C6 Shenhe, so that makes sense. Lots of constellations on 5 stars. It's not a completely maxed out account, but there's lots of 5 stars with lots of constellations. So basically today what I'm going to be showing off is a cryo Zhongli build. It is the cryo Archon build, if you will, because it's hilarious. It is disgustingly good. And basically it is only accessible to whales. You have to have C6 Shenhe to make this work, but it's really funny. So I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so I'm actually going to bring us into Spiral Abyss 11 for this one. I actually didn't even know the normal attack ley line was there, but it'll be cool to see. The main reason is because Spiral Abyss floor 12 only has 1 enemy, and I kind of want you guys to be able to see the AoE on it. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to pick Zhongli, we're going to pick Xiangyun, Shenhe, and Yunjin. And basically these 4 are going to roll the entire floor. So I'll show you guys. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to Shenhe E, we're going to Xiangyun Q, into E, then we're going to Shenhe Q, we're going to Shenhe, hold E, Yunjin Q, switch to Zhongli, and look at those autos. We don't even have Zhongli's shield up. Zhongli's shield is going to shred the resistance more, but like, my god, when you have that cryo infusion, it is disgusting. So we're gonna do that again, and we're not even gonna have Yunjin up, and look at these autos, dude. It's so dumb. And we're gonna just finish this guy off, move to the next floor. I don't really care about stars, I just want to show you guys them doing damage. So okay, elemental mastery. Again, we don't need any of these things, but like I think it's just funny to like buff characters. We're gonna do the defense down, attack up here. We're still gonna use Shenhe E here, Xiangyun burst, Xiangyun E, Yunjin burst. And again, the rotation that we're doing does lose us a little bit of time on our buffs just because I haven't practiced it enough to make it perfect. But like if you look at those autos, it's just so disgusting. Like the amount of damage it's doing is just insane. We're gonna do our hold E so we get damage bonus. And look at that, dude, 20k autos on Zhongli feels so satisfying. It feels so, like, ridiculously satisfying to do. All right, let's get Yunjin burst back up. We're going to use Shenhe E. Use burst. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. 62k autos on a melt there. We do need to get cryo infused again. Okay, we lost it. So I don't know, it just feels insane. Like I know on these floors it's not the best thing in the world, but it definitely feels like up there to see Zhongli hitting auto attacks that are just so ridiculously high on cryo too. I don't know, it's funny. Now the thing is, you could do this with basically like any character that you can infuse with cryo. The idea is still relatively the same, but if a character does more damage with charged attacks than normal attacks, then you don't get Yunjin's value, and Yunjin actually is adding a lot to this team. If you look at Zhongli's attack animations, like he does a spear kick that hits multiple times. So you can look at his talents over here. I'll just show you guys real quick. His spear kick hits 4 times. So it's 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 4 hits very, very quickly, and then the 6th hit. And the 4 hits in succession are all getting buffed by Shenhe. The reason that this comp even works in the first place is because of C6 Shenhe. So I was saying earlier, you need her to run this. The reason is because when you trigger her Icy Quill effect using normal and charged attacks, which is just her attack buff, but again, you're triggering with normal and charged, it doesn't count towards your quota. The quota being the amount of quills that you have total. So basically you have unlimited quills on your normal and charged attacks with C6 Shenhe, and that is disgusting. Like the buff is so ridiculously good, especially because like you have all the other constellations on the way too. So it's like, if this was just C1, it would be like 100% worth getting, but because you already have these other 5 constellations too, Shenhe's also getting massively buffed, which overall helps your damage by a ton. Now, as far as Zhongli, he's actually running 4-piece Gladiator, and there's a couple reasons for this. There's a lot of options. You might be thinking that Blizzard Strayer is probably the way to go, just because it gives you crit rate and cryo damage. Honestly, Blizzard Strayer can work, but we're actually running Gladiator here because he's one of the few characters that can take full advantage of the Gladiator set. So like if you look at the 4-piece set, it says the wielder of this artifact uses a sword, claymore, or polearm, increases their normal attack damage by 35%. The good thing about this is it's completely unconditional. Like with something like Shimenawa, you would have to give up your burst or some energy to use it, whereas here you can still just get get the normal attack damage up in general with no conditions. Now that being said, you don't really need to use his meteor in this comp like at all. His meteor can do a lot of damage if you've invested into Zhongli enough. Hypothetically, you could probably use Shimenawa to actually buff your damage a little bit more, but Gladiator is just nice and comfy, and then if you've been playing this game since release, you might have some good Gladiator pieces. But anyway, I mean, most of you guys aren't gonna recreate this anyways. I just think this is hilarious. So yeah, we're running 4-piece Gladiator. Here's our ratio. It's actually really bad. Like, we have a lot of crit value, but the ratio itself isn't that great. So, but we do make up for that a little bit with cryo resonance. So this is getting buffed up to like 57%. Not perfect, but we just don't have a good crit rate Gladiator piece on this account. So that's why we're not using it. And as a result, like, we don't have great crit value. But as you can see, like, definitely whale account, we have R5 Staff of Homa, and we do have Calamity Queller. It's not R5, but it's there. Favalance on the Yunjin, of course, to make sure we can batter here. And yeah, so basically, like, this comp is just so dumb. It is just so freaking dumb. And we'll take it into Childe too. Let's go fight Childe real quick. Honestly, we could probably fight Ajdaha with this too. Basically, we're gonna start with his shield. We're gonna use Shenhe, tap E, switch to Chongyun, use his burst. Use this, her hold E, Yunjin Q, Zhongli, autos. Nope, come back. Come back, I'm trying to roll you. Oh my god. Like, the damage is just so ridiculous, dude. And though it only lasts for like a couple seconds, if you build your characters right, you'll be able to actually take full advantage of this. So, of course, you know, assuming you have an actual whale account, but like, you'll be able to have 100% uptime. It's just that this was more focused on like a showcase, because this account doesn't actually have everything we were looking for in terms of like making sure that these characters are always up on burst and everything. But of course, like, if you customize your Genshin build, you can make characters do anything, which is like part of the fun about the game. So it's just hilarious. The fact that you can run basically a cryo Archon build on Zhongli is just so funny to me. We're gonna do hold E, Chongyun E, Yunjin, we're gonna get her burst. Zhongli autos, and there we go. He's just dead. Like, you see the spear kick right there with the 22k autos. It's hilarious, man. I love this. This man retired from Lua, and he just decided that he's going straight to become the new cryo Archon instead. He's like, I've had enough of Geo. It's cryo time. Now, because there's no Shenhe for pyro damage, I mean, Bennett. But Bennett works a little bit differently. He doesn't work functionally the same as Shenhe. Shenhe has like cryo resistant shred and stuff too. And for cryo hits specifically, she can actually be a lot stronger. So you're actually getting more value out of building him cryo with this whale build. And then on top of that, you also have the fact that cryo gives you the cryo resonance. So you're also getting access to that and geo resonance when you're running Yujin as well. So overall, this ends up just being like insanely good for no reason. And I'm living for it. All right, one last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna go fight Ajdaha. Now, the one thing I will say about this that's kind of rough is that Zhongli's shield is a lot weaker now. Like, it'll probably bust a 1 Ajdaha hit because he's not focused on HP this time. Honestly, we could probably get through the first phase of him without having to do too much. Just do this. Wait, hold on. Do that. Okay, where? Crits mod check. All right, hold on. We're gonna do it again. And we're just gonna auto him. Get him down to the next phase. Like, look at his health just like get siphoned. Oh, Zhongli is getting rolled by his dog now, so that's kind of weird. So we're gonna Shenhe tap E. We're gonna Q, E, do this, do this, do this. Now we auto attack, and the 30k autos come in clutch, and now we've hit a wall. We basically can't do any more damage to him at the time. But like, the unlimited quills, dude, it's so dumb. It's ridiculous. All right, now this time Ajdaha literally resists cryo. All right, we have burst. We have this. Have hold E. Gonna just auto attack him. Resisting cryo, we're still getting decent damage. Like, it's actually still good damage. Do this again. Hold E. Activate it again. Like, for this guy completely shutting down cryo damage, it's still ridiculous. I don't know. This comp is just so dumb. I love it so much, though. You know, if you C6 Shenhe and you have C6 of a lot of other characters, you know, if you have a lot of money to spend on this gacha game, this team is hilarious. You should definitely give it a try. If not, I don't know. I hope you learned something. This is awesome. I feel like the only thing that might be cooler than this is if we get like an Electro Infusion character in the future. So that way we could do like Electro Zhongli or something with Sara, or I don't know. There's so many cool things you can do with it. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.